What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, here on Industry Talk, and welcome to Primetime Pod, the hottest information resource outlet for all things entertainment, breaking news, celebrity interviews, and the hot topics of the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
And he got prime time vibe. Make sure you check it
Power. Why the fuck you think he missing? He say that.
And second feels a whole lot.
Now I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.
What's good, what's good, what's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space and I'm in your face, and I'm blessed to be here on this wonderful day. 5/2/2026. It is May 2nd, 2026, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here on Industry Talk, on the Primetime Network. Big shout out to everyone that joins us day in and day out, goes back and watches the lives and participates in everything that we do. This is the space, this is the platform where artists, individuals, entrepreneurs, business leaders, we sit down, we have a great conversation. We get to know one another. We get to expand each other's horizons by parts of your lives that you tell, stories that come across the wire, and things that we talk about and engage in, which gives us a glimpse into who you are. And at the same time, it gives you an opportunity to see who we are based on our responses, because this is unscripted. It's not set up to be a cue card conversation, because we're dealing with real people, their real lives, and where they feel vulnerable enough to express themselves. We want to be able to provide that platform that gives them the opportunity to be open and honest about who they are, what they're going through, what they experience, and give their testimony to life, and give other artists, entrepreneurs, business leaders, and individuals who may consider the same path or along that journey an opportunity, a true opportunity to have it up front and personal, right there in front of them, a display, a full display of how you've done it, how you're working, what it is that you do, and putting it into motion, which may inspire another. So if you are locked in with us, if you are tapped in, what I'm asking you, if you don't mind, and I'd certainly appreciate, is to like, share, comment, participate, engage. If you have questions about the artist, if you have questions about what's going on, what we're doing, who we're talking with, please let us know, and I will be sure to present what it is that you're saying on the feed to the artist. And in fact, if you want to join the conversation live with us and you have something to say, I'll send you the link. And you can jump on with us and you can enjoy the conversation, because you all are a part of our digital ecosystem, and we appreciate you. And we enjoy having conversations with you. Yes, indeed. If you missed it today, it was a great conversation on the Cloud Chronicles with Ja Blaze, Bantu Blaze, Jerriell Smith, aka the man with the golden plan. in the dojo, he had our good man, comedian Jerriell Braswell, with him at noon. Um, Great conversation, with what's going on with Jerriell right now being in San Antonio. It was a great connection between Ja and Jerriell. Um, and if you didn't check it out, the link is somewhere on my page on Facebook. And of course, you go follow I Am Ja Blaze. You go follow the Cloud Chronicles. You tap in with Bantu Blaze, and you will see, and even on YouTube, of course, the Cloud Chronicles Ja Blaze on YouTube. And you can check out the interview amongst all the other great interviews that Ja has enlisted over the years. You go back and you look at his catalog. He's had some great conversations with some phenomenal people. And of course, Ja is a phenomenal individual himself. And it's true to form that he seeks out and reaches out and talks to some of the great, inspiring and aspiring leaders of today and future light bearers of tomorrow. So if you pay attention to what Ja's been putting down over the years, you will in fact see that Ja Blaze is a true representation of what Freeway Records represents, and he is bringing his intellect, ingenuity, hard work, drive, and desire, and his vision of what he wants his platform to represent and be true to form across the board to the world and for records. And we can only appreciate him for what it is that he does. So make sure you tap in with my good man, Ja Blaze. Check out that interview between he and Jerriell Braswell. I do believe you all will get a joy out of the conversation. It was fantastic. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the live. My beautiful wife is on the live. Welcome to the party, sweetheart. Thank you for joining the live. Let me make sure I sent this information the way I had to send it. Make sure I send it to. Okay, yeah, he's got it, and it's the right one. I think it's the right one. Oh, you know what? It might not be the right one. It might not be the right one. You may be sitting in the studio, but not the right session. So let me do this again and get this over to where it needs to be while we're sitting here letting folks get ready and tuned in and tapped into the live. We've been having some great conversations with some awesome guests, some awesome individuals that have participated since the beginning of the year when we kicked off the industry talk. And I must say that everyone, if you're locked in, you're paying attention, everyone has a very inviting spirit with what they're talking about. They have a great conversation, and their stories are just so compelling. Some of the stories that we hear damn near read like a movie. Trying to get this email squared away. Give me just a minute. Trying to get this email locked in. Mm. Hmm. That's anyway. Everything's good on this side. I must be lagging. Computer's lagging a little bit. We'll get all of that straight. Yeah, email just came in. Everything's the same. Okay. All right. So I'm just going through my system checks, and it doesn't look like I'm up on all of my platforms. So give me just a minute, because I want to make sure that we're up all the way across the board, because I don't want anybody to miss out on what we got going. Let me check Twitch. There we go. Okay, everything's going good there. So I'm not sure what's going on with Instagram, but it says I'm live, but then I'm not live. So I'm not sure what's going on over there. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think everything is good. It might just be my system moving slow. And no more delays. Let's get into the conversation. All right. So get here. And if you haven't subscribed to Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime, this message is for you. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. And be sure to tap in with my good man Jerriell Braswell. I'm at www.jbcomedy.com.
Hey, what it do, world? It's your boy, comedian JB, the real J Braswell, comedian J Braswell. Hey, dig this. I got a website, man. Tap in at jbcomedy.com.
So let's jump this thing off the way that we do. And let me ask you something. Who's speaking for you when you're not in the room? Because in this industry, proper representation isn't optional. It's everything. The right people elevate your vision. The wrong ones can cost you opportunities you'll never even see. And even when you've got the right team, here's the challenge. Do you trust the process? Because success doesn't happen overnight. It's built in silence and strategic planning and consistency. So today, we're talking about aligning with the right people and staying locked in long enough to see it all come together. Because when your representation is solid and your patience is real, you don't chase opportunities. You become them. So let's talk about it. Welcome everyone to Industry Talk and the power of proper representation. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're getting into today. Now, Not everybody's in your corner is qualified to speak for you, right? That's something to think about. Simply because they're your friend or you think they have your best interest in mind doesn't necessarily mean that they're qualified to speak for you. Representation should protect, position, and promote your brand, moving the needle forward at all times. Um, it's not about having someone that wants the light shined on them. It's the one that is always looking to provide you with opportunities or put you in position to have opportunities to spring forward. You see? And you can't always have those conversations. And don't think that I'm trying to align you with the thought of having someone be the sole representation of what it is that you do. No, that's not what I'm saying. You can't be in all rooms at all times, but individuals that have access to certain rooms can speak on your behalf and making sure and ensuring that your name, your brand, your image, your likeness is being represented in the correct way. Not trying to shortstop you from your opportunities. The wrong representation can cost you deals, credibility, and access. And these are things in the business that are truly important and paramount to anything that you may think is necessary and required to put you into a position to win. Because it's a reflection, a direct reflection of who you are. Or at least that's the impression that's going to be given based on who it is that you send into the room or that is in the room talking or speaking on your behalf. If you have any questions, you have any comments, you have any concerns, I want to get into it. Let's talk about it. This is a conversation that needs to be had simply because people just take information from anyone and believe that it's solid and have no idea where it came from, how it came to be, why it even matters. You give someone an opportunity to close a deal for you, and you give them a rate, and then they triple your rate, not knowing your marketed value. And then someone on the other end is looking at you like you're a fucking fool because you're trying to misrepresent the client, which is the talent, and price gouge to benefit for yourself without in turn telling the client that you 3x'd the rate and wondering why they're not getting booked. If you don't think this happens, you're a fool. And if you don't think the word spreads within an industry that is a very small industry, promoters and club owners and, studios, this motherfucker's outrageous. He trying to charge me goddamn $15,000 and come on. No, he's a $2,000 act, $1,500 act. But you're knowing what your range is. You know that, hey man, I'll take the 1,500 to 2,000. But your representation is out here saying that you need 8 to 10. malfeasance. That's a true misrepresentation of the artist and what it is that they're. Now, once you begin to scale, now that's different. We're not talking about once you scale. And those numbers are talked about, agreed upon, set in stone because of your resume, because of who you are, because they know that you're putting asses in seats. Because the bottom line is all that matters, you know. And then word starts to get back to the individual. Hey, man, you know, this happened? Nah, I didn't know that happened. Oh, wow. And then you address the manager, and now y'all fall out over bullshit. Poor representation. Jerriell Braswell is in San Antonio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He will be, yes, it always does come down to the numbers, Shaw. He's in San Antonio with the BDE boys. They are having a great time tonight. I'm not sure if JB's going to have time to jump on with us, but at the same time, you know, we're keeping it going. We're here making it happen always. That's just what we do. We enjoy the conversation and the talk. Let me make sure all this is right. Okay, that's cool. See over here. Okay, good. I'm just checking out all my stuff while I'm talking to you guys. Make sure that you tap in with Jonathan Shaw, YouTube, all social media platforms. Inside Speaks, Military Veterans Point of View, MVP. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Jonathan Shaw. You know, he had a conversation about a couple of different things, and you know, things that are making him feel great about who he is. And when you can tap into that inner child, that inner spirit, and express it, that's powerful, because there are no limits to where your mind begins to go, because you start to open up new chambers of who you are within without you even knowing it, because you're allowing yourself to be free. Kids are free. Their spirit is free. They don't thinking about, they're going to run across the street, cars coming. They don't care. They ain't even thinking about it. They're going to sit there and grab the coffee pot because they seen grandpa or papa drink coffee or grandma drink coffee. They're going to grab the coffee and drink it, not knowing the shit is hot. So they're mimicking. They're living vicariously through just being a child, right? Free spirit. And I'm not calling Shaw old, but, you know, he's up in age, been in the military, been to war, all kinds of stuff's going on with him, been stabbed, been, you know, he's gone through some shit, right? But that opportunity to jump on the bike and, you know, spin the block, having a great time, you know, just enjoying life, you know. And so, you know, you bring up all kinds of different things that are going on about who people are and what they're engaged in, what they do, what they like, but that in particular was something that was inspiring to know that, hey, man, getting back to self, hitting the reset button, you know, and centering yourself. You see, it's very important. It's very important. What's going on, G? I see my son is tapped in as well. And I'm not done talking about Shaw, because he also, you know, mentioned a couple of things, and I liked how he segued through it. But at the same time, you know, the Nappy Roots, you know, they cold blooded. Yes, they cold blooded. They got a lot of really good music. They were pivotal at their time. So I can't bust his chops about the Nappy Roots. Scarface, no question, no question. He was a pioneer. He was a pioneer. He was one that gave you that edge in all of his music. You know, Ghetto Boys, Willie D. You know, Bushwick Bill. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those times, it was bringing back those memories. You know, and of course, I guess it was the memory or the reflection. You know, and it's not necessarily had to be a banger. It's just something that to him stood out. It was one of those ludicrous cuts. You know, so you gotta watch I'm not giving away the music. You gotta go watch the reels. You gotta go watch the program. You gotta go to YouTube and tap in with Inside Speaks to get what I'm talking about. But it made me reflect. It made me reflect. And to be honest, if I'm thinking about, you know, the music and things that were pivotal, isn't that some shit? Pivotal in my life in terms of, you know, bringing back a fancy or a fond memory or something that was special to you or to myself. You know, it wasn't a whole lot of music or a whole lot of things that did that for me. Right? Truly. But there were moments, right? When I was younger, Eric B, you know, Rakim, truly Rakim. He was a true lyricist, true to form. Anything that he came out with, I was really locked into. And then, of course, Sade, you know, Cherish the Day, you know what I'm saying? Something that I cherish, you know what I mean? All of Sade's music, but particular songs, you know, it reminds me of meeting my wife, making that connection and falling in love with my wife. That's why Sade sticks out in my mind, you know. And of course, anything along the lines of Rastafarian music, you know, Steel Pulse, Bunny Wailer, Ziggy, Bob Marley, Maxi Priest, even reggaeton, Shabba Ranks. All of these types of music that sculpted my feeling and inspiration of what moves me. Because I'm more of a Chuck Mangione type of a guy. Lou Rawls, Miles Davis, Thelonious Monk. You know, that's really my scene. My son introduced me to a guy by the name of Anderson .Paak. I think that's his name. I could be wrong, but the guy's fire. Music Soul Child. You know, if we're going down the lane of, you know, what kind of sticks out and moves you musically. You know. And of course, I came up through an era, I'm older than, but I came up through an era of, you know, hip hop turning into hardcore gangster music. You know, we go from hip hop, hippie to the hippie, hip hop, hippie. We go from there to, you know where we're at or where we've gone. But a Yasin Bey, A lot of you may know him as Most Def. Um, he's always been a lyricist to me. And of course, Black Thought with, the Nappy Roots. That dude is just phenomenal when it comes to um, his lyrical wordplay. I did listen to KRS-One, but he didn't really, you know, um, he didn't really take me there. You know, um, I could sit there and go into the whole Wu-Tang saga. Those guys were always something special. Um, I had, a true affinity for Benny Siegel and a Freeway. I could relate to their stories. And that whole clique that brewed up and came out of that whole region. We ain't even talking about R&B music or anything like that, because I go down that rabbit hole. It gets real crucial in terms of what we listen to. But coming out of the South, I really listened to Southern music. I was really into once we're talking about that era of it, the '90s and things like that. We're talking about the Goody Mob. We're talking about um, Outkast and 8 Ball, MJG, Top Authority, Cash Money, anything that came out of Cash Money, anything with Master P and that whole crew, Jay Prince and that whole saga of things that came across the board. Uncle Luke coming out of Miami, you know, it was a lot of music that inspired the culture that we don't talk about, that people misrepresent, because we're talking about representation at this point. I'm not getting into the stories of what happened with Suge and Tupac, what happened with 50 Cent and Jimmy Henchman, what happened with no, that's not what I'm talking about. Because these things are battles that other people are fighting. I'm just talking about who you select and align yourself up with for representation. We're not talking about, Rainwater, Mo 3, things we're not talking about Gucci, Pooh Shiesty, Fujiano. No, we're not talking about any of these things. Outside of paying attention to who is representing you and who is talking for you behind closed doors when you have no idea it's happening, or even if you do know what's happening, are you being represented the right way? Which say, Shaw, I don't know anything about Jay-Z, didn't know anything about Jay-Z until Big Pimpin' came out. Knew about Nas because of my graffiti background. Yes, and Nas was that guy. I did not mean to leave Nas off the list, because back in the day, I wouldn't have known. I guess the lineage of it was the real Roxanne. You know what I'm saying? And she kind of helped put Nas on or into position, or inspired him to a degree. So, yes, Nas has always been cold. And, you really kind of fell in love with Nas and DMX after Belly, the movie Belly. Of course, they were always popping prior to, but Belly really put them on the map in terms of the visual of who they are, and them being actors. And the movie is just an urban cult classic that everyone can relate to, or at least has seen it and can sit there and be like, yeah, man, that's the shit right there. Made you want to travel to Jamaica. It made you want to do things outside of the elements. And then the whole story of Belly, between two friends, that whole conflict of one trying to get out, one trying to get to Africa, one trying to free himself and his mind and his spirit and his body, the internal conflicts of, hey, my best friend and used my name, and now I'm goddamn jammed up, and I only got so much time before they figure out that this ain't me. All kinds of shit that happens, shit that happens. And you were like, God damn, man. But they put it into, you know, movie form, and it played out so well. A lot of stuff in that story was left out, of course, but it played itself out. Yeah. That's why I love independent films and people doing their thing and putting it out there. Let's see. I just started talking about music. We're supposed to be talking about representation, alignment over association. What I mean by that, just knowing people isn't enough. Let's say that. Just knowing people isn't enough. Are they aligned with your vision? Right? Because people just being around saying they support doesn't necessarily mean that they're supporting you to help you move the needle. Right? They may not understand the vision. They may understand a part of the vision and they're good at that aspect of it. In that time and season, okay, it's over, it's done. We have to move on unless you understand the whole picture, the totality of what it is that you're trying to get accomplished as an artist or in the industry that you're in or the product that you're selling. Right? What is it, and what do I mean by that? What is it that we do here? Okay. I'm not selling you inspiration. I'm not selling you motivation. I'm giving you great conversation. Right? We're not asking you for anything, but if you're inclined to do so, you can always go to our website and buy our products. Request our services, our consultation services as artists. If you need a website designed, if you need graphics done, if you need coding, if you need a blueprint and an infrastructure on how to register your music from start to finish before you put it out on a DSP, if you want to know how to get your book registered the correct way and push it out on mass scale, if in fact you have a product and you need brand ambassadors to represent your products, we can connect you with the right people. If you need movie crews, sound crews, DJs, you get my point, right? That we have ultimately positioned ourselves to be 1 degree of separation away from getting it for you, if in fact we don't do it ourselves, and can connect you with people that will do it in high form, high fashion, and at a rate that your business can bear. But I don't solicit that. I don't push that out. I don't sit there and talk about that on a regular and consistent basis because I'd much rather show you what it is that we do. Once I can show you the success of what it is that we do, then I don't have to solicit or ask you. Does that make sense? Because you don't know the works that I've done for others. Because I don't grandstand. I don't sit there and rabble rouse and shake the stick and say, hey, look at me, this is what I've done. The only way that I can represent it is by doing it and showing you, hey man, this is what he's done for himself. So I know damn well he can sit there and rock the boat for me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my good man Jerriell Braswell to the stage. Jerriell.
What it do?
Sitting there chopping it up with the people, man, giving it to them hot and heavy, man. We're talking about representation and trust in the process.
I can barely hear you.
I see you done made it to the venue.
No, I'm in the lobby waiting on Maul to come down.
Okay, you say you can't hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay, is it clear now? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm waiting on Maul to come on down. We're gonna head on down to the venue. Down in the lobby.
Okay. How you feeling tonight, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man, to get to go do what I love to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Another night of it, the last night. So it's gonna be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give them what they want to see. And Buffalo across everything's funny.
Okay. I like the interview today, man. I told people to go check you out on the Cloud Chronicles. You did a nice interview with Job Blaze today.
Most definitely, yeah, man. Did a quick 1-2 punch on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good in business.
Mm-hmm. That's right, man. That's right. That's right. So, who you representing tonight? Who you sporting tonight, man? What's the food? What's the clothing? What's the apparel line looking like tonight?
Shit, it's
Or you
same.
just sporting well off tonight?
It's the same as last night. Ripping more money exchange. They say I got the
Okay.
same T-shirt. It's a different one. The
Yeah.
logo is in the middle of the shirt this time. They on the pocket. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
what I got. You know what I'm saying? Doing that.
Yeah.
Something simple, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well,
Some
I'm surprised. I ain't mean to cut you off, but I'm surprised. Yeah, you touched down in the city and you blessed the city. You done spent about $1,200 to $1,500, got shoes and clothes and shit, man. I'm sitting there. I was like, damn, JB,
no,
wow,
man.
what you doing?
No, you just I ain't spend that much money, man. Shit, you know, so I took advantage of the military discount. Yeah, I ain't spent too much, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It,
okay.
it
Well,
came out about
I
right.
ain't mean to put your business. I ain't mean to put your business out there, but you
Oh,
know
is
what I'm
it?
saying.
No, they tapped in on my YouTube and all that stuff. They see the fit checks and see what I got going on.
Right, right,
See what
right.
see how I go to
That's
bed. You know,
right.
I go to bed feeling like $1 million, wake up feeling like three. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I tell people, man,
already,
I say, yeah, a lot of
already.
y'all go to bed broke, but yeah, you wake up broke because your mind set. I go to bed
Yeah.
goddamn ready to go. Shit. And
Yes,
right.
indeed.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
indeed.
I tell them,
So
man, shit, man, you got a goddamn act like you already there. You know what I'm saying?
you better,
Yep. Act like you
you
already there.
better, you better lock in with it, man. So, what's the game plan? You know, you got 2 shows tonight,
Yeah, that's it.
and you
Yeah,
got
two
one
shows.
tomorrow.
No, 2 shows a night. Then that's it. We up out of here. I got a flight tomorrow. I'll be in
Okay.
Denver for a little bit. My people's in Denver for a little bit. Then I'll be right back. Fly back into Atlanta. Then right back to Alabama, and then get ready for
Speaking
this
of
game.
speaking of flying, my son said something about Spirit shutting down.
Yeah,
What the hell going
yeah, they
on?
shut down. I had a flight with them going to Kansas City, so they got to give me my money back. Yeah, so I got to reschedule my flight to Kansas City. It's horrible. So I got to reschedule. I'm like, damn, man. Like, now I know the ticket finna be twice the amount that what I paid for the motherfucker
Right.
on Spirit, but it is what it is. You know, that just come with what I be doing.
Damn.
Yeah,
So just up and they just shut it down.
they shut it down. But fuck.
And so how you gonna get your money back?
They said they gonna refund it. I had when you go on the app, they said don't even worry about going to the airport. They said we ain't got no airplanes out there. We'll refund your money back to your debit
Damn.
or credit card. You know what I'm saying, and go from there.
Right.
Yeah,
Damn. Jay Shaw said, "Yep, Spirit is out of there."
yeah, they out there.
I did not know that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Spirit is the spirit now in the plane industry.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Now, let that be a perfect example, right? Okay, check this out, JB. Check this out. You know how all the time we sit here and we talk about making sure that you have ownership of your own music and your own platforms and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
What makes you think that DistroKid won't go bankrupt?
You
What
feel
makes you
me?
think that United Masters or any of these organizations
Yep,
out
yep.
there might not sell out or might not do something different? And then guess what? Your shit go with it.
The shit going. Yep, yep. So they
They
putting it
ain't
out
gonna
like
pay you. They ain't no
none of that.
royalties coming out. They ain't nothing. You
Nothing.
gotta go sue these folks for that.
Yep.
You got to
That's
go
it.
put in paperwork and show, hey man, I've been with these people, been paying this subscription, been doing X, Y, Z. They've been taking my money, and all of a sudden, they haven't been paying me my royalties. Come to find out, they've been stealing my money, putting it into the black box, and dispersing it between all of these fake bots and all
Yep,
kinds of shit, right?
yep, yep.
But now, when we sit there and talk about, hey, maintain your own platform, your own service, distribute your music directly to your consumers, people look at us like
That's
we
what we
crazy.
crazy. Yep, yep. Sad, man. It's sad.
But if my skin tone was a different hue, they'd listen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they write it down, man. You better do that. Mr. Jefferson. Mr. Jefferson, you got to. If you don't, man, shit. Come on, dog. It's horrible, man. It's sad. Sad. Where we live in.
Hey, and we're not asking them for a quarter.
Nothing. Nothing. Just sign the forms and submit it so we ain't getting pinged and flagged and dinged. That's it.
Come on, man.
That's it. That's crazy.
But that was just a thought. That was just something I was thinking about, man. I was like, thinking about spirit. But then, like I say, man, we've been talking about this concept of businesses going out of business for quite some time. And in this day and age, the way that they're sitting there redemocratizing, civilization here in America and
Mm-hmm.
transforming capitalism right in front of your face and using
Yep.
it as leverage to actually impoverish an entire, quadrant of people to it's not going to be like a Great Depression.
Uh,
They're making sure that you have no will to even rise up and start any type of revolution.
Yep. Yep. They redid this in voting zones and everything. People ain't paying attention to this shit though.
They're
You
not.
know
They're
what I'm saying?
not.
But they want to worry about who putting it on and who got this and who got that here. In a minute, ain't nobody finna have shit. The ones you think got it ain't here, let them finna have it. I'm like,
Okay.
it's crazy, man.
Okay. Elon Musk stated, and I'm not too big on Elon Musk. I don't
We
even
want
like
to
saying his
discriminate
name.
against black people, but they want to go by
Okay,
Tesla.
but true. But hey, man, to each his own. But at the same time, his statement was, in the next 5 years, if you have not gotten into this digital hierarchy,
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to break through financially any other way.
Yep.
You're gonna be in poverty.
Yep. That's crazy,
Is
man.
that the true landscape of where we're going?
And
To
we're
as if
looking
you're
like,
not tapped into this matrix of how they trying to move the world forward, then you're left behind in the dust.
yep. Crazy, man. Like, it's like the Flintstones and the Jetsons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People think it was two different times, but they were at the same time. The
right,
Flintstones was just, you know what I'm saying, people doing shit the old way, and the Jetsons was the future. People didn't get
right.
that shit. The motherfuckers lived in the same time.
Yeah,
Just didn't get it. They just said with the dinosaurs, y'all use outdated materials. Rather than using dinosaurs, but they didn't get the gist of the cartoon.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just lived in high rises and penthouse. Working for
Right.
Fred Flintstone, you know what I'm saying, had rubble houses, you know what I'm saying, shit, just enough to go by and get by, have a little family, and they had to do something too. But
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
right in the face.
Man, oh man. So let me ask you this, JB. Since we're talking about representation, and I was talking about alignment over association. We were talking about your team. In understanding your goals, your voice, and your long term play. You know what I'm saying? As you build in the team, I've gone through a couple of different things that I've been talking about since I've been on, but these are some of the things that in when you're looking for good representation, when you're looking for folks that are there to support you, what are you looking for? What is Jerriell Braswell
People
aligning
that
himself up?
which is genuine people that want to see you win shit. And that else you need. After that, you got people want to see you win that genuine man shit. Everything else gonna line and fall in place.
Right.
But they ain't finna let nothing happen to you, let you do no buffoonery or anything that turns to mess up your representation or the way you represent yourself. So
Yeah.
original, genuine, people that want to see me win and very supportive and pushing out my material just as much as I'm pushing it out. That's what you need,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what type of people, what I'm saying? Because people have a type. I don't know how you classify it, but what are the types of people do you surround yourself with? Do you insulate yourself with?
Man, shit, to be honest, I'd rather be by myself, but when I'm around individuals, it's people just like me, like-minded individuals, man. People
Mhm.
out just want to get the mission to come to, man, no matter who crossed the finish line first, long as we cross that motherfucker first and get across it, man. So like-minded
Right.
individuals, man, hard workers. People goddamn that's already established, man, ain't looking for no handouts, but just, you know what I'm saying, out here just trying to take their brand to a whole nother level, man, and do things they way and have creative power and control over everything they do.
Mhm. Mhm. And okay, I guess I'm asking that question because um earlier when I come on with the monologue, the whole situation kind of brewed into the artist, of course, is the representation. They're the brand. Okay. But you can't be in all the rooms all the
No,
time.
you can't. You can't.
Right.
You got somebody that can speak for you on your behalf and know what they're talking about. But when they're doing it, they do it for your best interest in the behalf of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something is gonna benefit
Right.
everybody. Something that ain't gonna hurt nobody or just one individual. It's all gonna be a positive outcome and something come about from it in a good way. You
Yeah.
gotta have people,
Yeah.
man, that's in tune with what's going on, knowing what's going on. Somebody, you gotta have somebody, man, that know everybody damn job in the group. Everybody should know everything going on. Just in case somebody can't beat up, somebody can step in and
Mhm.
make sure it get done. I tell people all the
Right.
time, too, just because I ain't writing the damn check, don't mean that I don't know what's going on around and what's happening. So I tell people,
That's
man,
right.
everybody should know everybody's job. At least they
Yeah.
know what. At least be an expert at them doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you got
Mhm.
just one job, know that motherfucker in and out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, man,
Yeah.
just having people that's dedicated, man, to the cause and
Mhm.
and ain't got no egos, man, and just wanna win outright. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't
Yeah.
trying to be bigger than the program.
Right. I started talking back and forth with Shaw a little bit because he had mentioned something in one of his videos, right,
Right.
about music. He talked about the Nappy Roots and Ludacris and Scarface, and then I just veered off and started going down memory lane and started talking about Rakim and
Yeah.
8 Ball MJG and my history of music, right? Miles Davis and Chuck Mangione and Dizzy Gillespie, shit like things that I listen to. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So what inspired you? What was the music as you were coming up? Because you were an artist too. A lot of people don't know that you rap. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to use the words rap. You have a lyrical side to you
Yeah.
when it comes
Yeah.
because I mean you use Hoochie Man James
Oh
as an
yeah.
outlet, but I know that you really can
Oh
get
yeah.
in
I
the
can get down,
booth
man. Oh yeah. If I need
and
to,
do
man.
that thing. So,
They ain't trying to hear what I'm
um,
talking about. Shit. But no, man.
what was the music, man? What inspired you, man? What was the
Man,
what was the stuff that you were rocking to back in the day?
man.
Because me, I'm still listening to the music from back in the day because ain't really a whole
Yeah.
lot today that
Yeah.
inspired.
I'm old school, man. I come up with my granddad listen to Muddy
Yeah,
Waters, Howlin' Wolf, shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Sam Cooke, you know what I'm saying? Then I
okay.
became into
You
my
like
own
that
stuff.
blues? You like that?
Yeah,
You like that
you
old
know what I'm
school
saying?
blues?
Reggae, you
Uh,
know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
Afrobeat, you know me, man. I rarely
Yeah,
listen to rap, but if I'm listening to rap, it's gonna be some Money Man, some old school, Scarface, Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Shit, who a Spice One shit like that. I don't like these, I ain't gonna sound like these new rappers, but with these new rappers on, I ain't on that. I ain't on
Yeah,
being around niggas all day, wearing tight britches, standing in the club, looking at
right.
each other and shit. I'm about
Yeah,
pulling one another up, man, helping and embracing my brothers, man, and winning with them.
yeah,
Shit, even if they ain't saying how to eye with your shit and get some money with you. That's just how
yeah,
professional I ain't on. But no, man, I'm really old school, man. I like a little something everything to be honest though. Just depending
mm.
the mood on me, especially just being in the Marine Corps, man. Shit, you don't know what you're gonna hear over the goddamn speaker service. Just
So
I
wait a
listen
minute,
to it.
JB. You wasn't on that pop the Molly. I'm sweating. Woo!
That
With that
Trinidad
Trinidad,
game.
that Trinidad James.
No, we did a parody of that shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah.
That's why I brought.
No,
That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought
yeah,
it up.
yeah. We did a parody with that shit. Yeah, but no, man, I wasn't into that shit back then, man, because that shit was
Yeah,
dumbing us down in the community. Niggas talking about
yeah.
Papa Molly. What the Papa the Molly for? Man, you already half retarded already. Shit. Gotta be trying to get out. So
But but okay. When you saw Trinidad James, you knew he was in costume. You knew he was a
yeah,
character.
I knew he was a character. Yeah, it's
All the way
entertainment, man.
around, he was
Yeah,
straight. He was straight parody. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. But
But
everybody else ain't
he
know
but
that though.
he caught on though. But
Yeah,
that's right. He caught on for some odd reason. Whether it was the music was good or whether the beats, I don't know what was going on, but it caught for some reason.
yeah, yeah. He did. Shit caught like a motherfucker.
It did, man. And I can't really, you know, I don't really remember too many um characters that actually did that or brought their music to the table like that and actually succeeded in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because a lot of times it's just like a little phase or fad,
yeah.
and people
The
they
trend.
laugh
Yep.
at it. Like a Weird Al Yankovic
Yeah,
type
yeah.
thing, and it's funny for the moment, but it kind of drops off. Man, that nigga almost won a goddamn Grammy or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just shit, the
Come
right
on,
time,
man.
man, and shit what God got for you. I guess he stepped out on
Right,
faith and did what he had to
right.
do, and shit, everything else did everything itself. That's
Yeah, but okay, but that's okay. Speaking on it that way, Chameleon had good music though.
yeah,
Mike Jones had good music though.
yeah. Shit, going gravitate to it, I guess like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Motherfucker probably won't need it. You know,
yeah,
the
yeah,
people don't. You know, you got the people be man. They going on what popular and all this other shit. You know them. They didn't sell out either. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Allegedly, so that's probably another
Right. And
reason.
what was that boy? And what was that boy? Yeah, he didn't. They didn't sell out allegedly. And what was
Yeah.
that boy? Put some D's on that bitch.
Rich boy. My
Who?
dog got my boy
Rich
Maurice Richard. Yeah, rich boy. And my partner.
Rich boy
Yeah.
out of
Yeah, rich
Alabama,
boy.
right?
Yeah, he had a Christian. He had a mobile. Yeah,
Out of
Christian.
Mobile,
Yeah, but
Alabama.
yeah. But
Okay.
he was going to
Uh,
school in Tuskegee to be a mechanical engineer. You know what I'm saying? He just happened to run into them forgot my nigga name. I almost called that nigga name. Fuck. The nigga the producer. Shit, Polo the Don.
okay.
Yeah, Polo the Don. He got with Polo. Polo was coming through because Polo was with a group with Jim Crow Outlaws, right? They got dropped. You know what I'm saying? And Rich Boy was just in the dome doing this shit. And shit, Polo
Yeah.
ran across him and got the deal. Rich Boy ain't like throw them D's on that. He didn't like that
Yeah.
single. He was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. He ain't like that single. But man, me and Maurice, man, we got a long, rich history, man. Just being from Alabama, man. Me and Rich Boy, he's one of my favorite rappers too.
Right.
Man, and big shout out to Rich Boy too, man. But yeah, his story, man, is something else. Y'all got to hear about too, man. Great guy, great artist. He was down there with Super Villain, man. All them guys down there, man. He was with Super Villain.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Soup, man. Man,
Right.
they had some great shit going on.
Yeah, they
But
did.
yeah, shout out to
They
Rich Boy.
really did. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Like I say, man, we're just going down memory lane, just thinking about music, and of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
you start bringing up.
Rich Boy got a Grammy for Throw Them D's on there, and then
That's right.
I think he was in the second nomination with Kerry Hilson.
Uh huh. Your audio went out. Your audio went out. I'm not sure what happened, JB. The audio went out. Somebody might have tried to call him. You back?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm proud to y'all do a couple damn phone ain't working. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But I missed a little bit of what you were saying when you was closing out because the audio
Yeah,
was
but
going
yeah,
out.
we were down there with Super Villain, man. They were on to some great shit, man. The last mixtape he had did, Rich Boy did, Pack. That motherfucker went hard, man. That motherfucker might went triple gold, diamond, whatever fucking went. But yeah, Rich Boy, man, he
Yeah.
was ahead of his time, though, for real.
Yes,
And
he
shit,
was.
he making great strides. He coming back, bit by bit, though. I'm supporting him 100%.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. And that's somebody we need to get on here and have a good
Yeah, we can
conversation.
we can set
Talk
that
about.
up. Yeah, we can set that up. I got a lot on my automobile, man. It's not just Rich Boy, but man, he got some close ties.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's what's up, man. Well, look, I know you about to get ready. I know y'all about to head on out of this thing. We've been on it for an hour, so you know what I mean. Ain't no sense in holding it up no more than we need to. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
done came and done what we needed to do. So look here, JB. While I got you here, man, you know what it is. Go on, give him that
Hey, man.
JB
Yeah.
commentary.
Motion.
Y'all know who this is, man. It's your boy comedian JB the real J Braswell, man. Hey, I would say Google, but you ain't got to do that. You can go straight to my website at www.jbcomedy.com. That's my landing page, the landing strip for everything JB Comedy related. You can get it all at a click of one button. You can go subscribe to my YouTube, all my social media platforms, see everything I got going on for content drops to show dates. I got the JB comedy calendar. You can go click on that specific link or that picture, and it'll give you a count of all my dates coming up, present and future. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can go check that out. Go check out my comedy animation episodes. We got 3 out right now. Getting ready to put a 4th one in the air. Y'all stay tuned for that. All my tour dates we got coming up is, like I said, on the JB comedy calendar. Y'all go tap in with that. Next city on deck is Kansas City, Missouri. So y'all make sure if y'all in the Kansas City area, man, y'all come talk to us, man. Come laugh with us. Just come show support. Cause we're gonna come tear the house down, man. We got 2 shows on the 9th. Then on the 10th, we in South Carolina, man. We tearing that thing down, and we're gonna keep it rolling. Then after that, we got most cities and most states, but I gotta look on the calendar myself, and I'll be able to tell y'all what we got going on. But yeah, that's what we got going on right now. The JB Comedy Room. Everybody support me, and I appreciate you. Everybody tapped in with my appreciation. If you ain't already subscribed to my YouTube, make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm at 908 right now. We are 98 away we're 92 away from being where we need to be. But yeah, we'll tap in on the website at www.jbcomedy.com. That's all I got.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You talk to them about the brand ambassadorships and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We always got to give them
My bad. With Simple BK Clothing, man. Y'all go tap in with them, man. SimpleBKClothing.com. Go tap in with OTRR. That's Mr. Stress down there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go tell them JB Sunshine. Y'all go tap in with Art and Coat. And last but not least, Well Off Forever and JB Comedy. So y'all make sure y'all go tap in with all them, man. Go tell them my Sunshine. I got a promo code with Simple BK Clothing is JB357. One more time for y'all that didn't hear me is JB357. That's my promo code for Simple BK Clothing. Y'all go tap in with them.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, man. Break a leg tonight, man. Burn down the motherfucking stage.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I appreciate you, man, for joining us, man. Have a great night. And if you feel like it, man, hit me up later on after you get off the ride.
Okay.
All right, that's what's up, man.
Right.
Jay Braswell in the building. Always a pleasure to have my man here with us. And y'all already know, man, with me, it's about health, wellness. Shit. Stay dangerous. What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. And this is my personal invite to all of you to join me on Industry Talk on the Prime Time Network daily at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I get into great conversations with entrepreneurs, artists, industry leaders, you name it, we bring it to the table. So make sure you tap in with us, lock us in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We stream on all major platforms. And be sure to visit us at gemsitpublishing.com. This is Industry Talk. Let's get into it.
Motion.